My name is Sofia. I am 22 years old. I moved to New York City from Brazil 5 months ago. This is my story. When I arrived in New York, everything was new. The city was loud. The streets were busy. Tall buildings were everywhere. Yellow taxis moved fast. People walked quickly. I felt small. My English was not good. I knew some words, but speaking was hard. I was shy. I was scared to make mistakes. Back in Brazil, I lived in a small town. It was quiet. Everyone knew each other. My family had a little house with a garden. I loved the flowers there. But I always dreamed of a big city. I wanted adventure. I wanted to learn English. So I saved money for 2 years. Then I bought a plane ticket to New York. My first week was hard. I lived in a small apartment in Brooklyn. It was far from the city center. Every morning I took the subway. The subway was crowded. People didn't smile much. I didn't understand the announcements. I felt lost. But I didn't give up. I told myself, Sofia, you can do this. One day, I was on the subway. I sat next to an old man. He was reading a book. I wanted to talk, but I was nervous. Finally, I said, "Hello, my name is Sofia. I'm from Brazil." My voice was soft. The man looked at me. He smiled. "Hi, Sofia. I'm Henry," he said. "Welcome to New York." His voice was kind. I felt happy. Henry spoke slowly. I told him I was learning English. He said, "Your English is good. Keep practicing." We talked for 10 minutes. He told me about his life in New York. He was born here. He loved the city. When the subway stopped, he said, "Good luck, Sofia. You're brave." I smiled and said, "Thank you." That small talk gave me hope. That night, I made a decision. I will learn English every day. I will not be afraid. I wanted to talk to people. I wanted to feel at home in New York. So, I searched online for an English school. I found one in Manhattan. It was not too far from my apartment. The school had classes for beginners. I signed up. My first class was on a Tuesday. I was excited but nervous. On Tuesday, I walked to the school. The building was big. I saw many students. They were from different countries: Japan, Colombia, India, France, and more. I felt less alone. Our teacher was Mr. Carter. He was tall, friendly, and funny. He said, "Welcome, everyone. You are here to learn English. You can do it." His words made me smile. In the first class, we introduced ourselves. I said, "My name is Sofia. I'm from Brazil. I want to learn English." My voice was shaky, but I did it. Mr. Carter clapped. "Great job, Sofia," he said.
The other students smiled. I felt proud. Mr. Carter had a special way of teaching. He said, English is not just words. It's about people. It's about sharing your life. He didn't focus on grammar. He told us to talk, listen, and practice. Use English every day, he said. That's how you learn. I liked his idea. Books were hard for me, but talking, I could do that. One day, a student named Aiko from Japan asked, "How do I learn new words?" Mr. Carter smiled. "Read," he said. "Read something fun, a story, a comic, or a magazine. Read 20 minutes every day." He explained that reading helps us see words in sentences. When you see a new word, check its meaning. Then read the sentence again, he said. You'll remember it better. That night, I went to a library near my apartment. It was small but cozy. I borrowed a book called A Day in Central Park. It was short and simple. I read it at home. When I saw a new word, I used my phone to find its meaning. Then I read the sentence again. It was slow, but I liked it. I started reading every evening. It became my habit. I felt happy every time I understood a new word.
In my second week of class, a student named Diego from Colombia spoke. He was quiet before. He said, "I'm scared to speak. My pronunciation is bad." He looked sad. Mr. Carter nodded. "Many people feel this way," he said. "Let me show you a trick. It's called shadowing." He explained it. Listen to someone speaking English. Repeat their words right after them. Copy their voice and speed. Mr. Carter played a video. A woman spoke English slowly. We repeated her words. At first, I felt silly, but then it was fun. I sounded better. Mr. Carter said, "Shadowing is like learning to sing. You practice and you improve." At home, I tried it. I found a video online. I repeated every sentence. My voice got louder. I felt stronger. One day after class, I saw a poster at the school. It said, "Join our music club. Sing and have fun." I love music. In Brazil, I sang with my friends. So I signed up. The music club met on Thursdays. There were 10 students. They were from Mexico, Korea, Italy, and more. We sang simple English songs. I didn't know all the words, but I tried. Everyone was kind. I felt like I belonged. In the music club, I met a girl named Emma. She was from France. Her English was good. She said, "I learned English by singing. Songs help you remember words." She taught me a song called Sunshine. It was easy and fun. I sang it at home. I even sang it on the subway. People smiled at me. I wasn't shy anymore. One day, after class, Mr. Carter gave us homework. He said, "Talk to someone in English. It can be short. Just try." I decided to talk to my neighbor.
Her name was Mrs. Lee. She was old and kind. I knocked on her door. "Hello, Mrs. Lee. I'm Sophia. I live next door." She smiled. "Hello, Sophia. Nice to meet you." We talked for 5 minutes. I told her about Brazil. She told me about her garden. I was so happy. I did it. After a month in New York, I got a job. It was at a small bakery in Brooklyn. My boss was Maria. She was from Puerto Rico. She spoke English and Spanish. She said, "Sophia, don't worry. You'll learn English here." My job was simple. I cleaned tables and helped with orders. Sometimes I didn't understand customers. They spoke fast, but I smiled and said, "Can you say that again, please?" Most people were patient. One man said, "You're doing great. Keep going." His words made my day. At the bakery, I met a girl named Lily. She was a customer. She came every morning for coffee. One day, she said, "Sophia, your English is good." I laughed. "It's not good yet," I said, "but I'm trying." Lily smiled. "Trying is what matters," she said. She gave me her phone number. "If you want to practice English, call me," she said. I felt so grateful. Every night, I wrote in a notebook. I wrote about my day. Today, I talked to a customer. Today, I learned 5 new words. Today, I wasn't afraid. Writing helped me see my progress. It wasn't fast, but it was real. I started to believe in myself. One day, Maria asked me to answer the phone at the bakery. I was scared. Talking on the phone was hard. I couldn't see the person's face. But I said, "Okay, I'll try." The phone rang. I took a deep breath. "Good morning, Sunny Bakery. This is Sophia," I said. A woman spoke. "Hi, can I order a cake?" she asked. She spoke quickly. I focused. "A cake?" I said. "Yes," she said, "for tomorrow." I wrote it down. "Okay, ready for tomorrow," I said. She thanked me. When I hung up, Maria clapped. "You did it, Sophia," she said. I couldn't stop smiling. On weekends, I explored New York. One Saturday, I went to Central Park. It was beautiful. The trees were green. People were running, singing, and laughing. I sat on a bench and read my book. A boy sat next to me. He was reading too. I said, "Hi, what's your book?" He looked surprised. "It's a mystery book," he said. "I'm Leo." I smiled. "I'm Sophia. I'm reading A Day in Central Park." We talked about books. He was kind. I felt proud. I started the conversation. One day, Mr. Carter gave us a big task. "Next week, give a short speech," he said. "Talk about something you love. 2 minutes." I was nervous. A speech? In English? But I wanted to try. At home, I thought about what I love. I love dancing. In Brazil, I danced samba with my friends. I wrote my speech. I love dancing. It makes me happy. In Brazil, I danced samba. It's fast and fun.
Eel. I want to dance in New York one day. I practiced every night. I said my speech in front of the mirror. I used shadowing to make my voice clear. The day of the speech came. I stood in front of the class. My heart was racing, but I spoke. I love dancing, I said. It's freedom. In Brazil, I danced samba. It's happy and fast. One day, I'll dance in New York. When I finished, everyone clapped. Mr. Carter said, "Sophia, that was amazing." I felt like I was flying.
2 months later, I joined a dance class in Brooklyn. It was a salsa class. I didn't know salsa, but I wanted to learn. The teacher was Carlos. He was from Cuba. He spoke English slowly. I danced with a boy named Juan. He was funny and kind. "You're good at dancing," he said. I smiled. "Thank you. I'm learning." Dancing made me feel free. It was like being back in Brazil. One evening, I called my brother in Brazil. "I spoke in English today," I said. "I gave a speech." He laughed. "Sofia, you're amazing," he said. I felt so proud. I told him about the bakery, the school, and the dance class. "New York is hard," I said, "but I'm happy." One day, I got lost in Manhattan. I was looking for a bookstore. My phone died. I didn't know the streets. I felt scared, but I saw a woman with a map. "Excuse me," I said. "I'm lost. Can you help me?" She smiled. "Sure," she said. She showed me the way. "You're brave," she said. "New York is big." I thanked her. I found the bookstore. I bought a book called New York Stories. I read it that night. It made me love the city more. 3 months into my life in New York, something special happened. I went to a cafe with Lily. We talked in English for an hour. I didn't translate in my head. I just spoke. Lily said, "Sofia, your English is so good now." I smiled. "It's not perfect," I said, "but I'm not scared anymore." She hugged me. "You're doing great," she said. Every day I practiced. I read for 20 minutes. I did shadowing with videos. I thought aloud in English. "I'm going to the store," I said to myself. "I'm strong." It felt strange at first, but it worked. My brain started thinking in English. I even dreamed in English sometimes. One night, I stood on a bridge in Brooklyn. The city lights were bright. I thought about my first day in New York. I was so scared. Now I was different. I wasn't perfect, but I was brave. English taught me more than words. It taught me strength. It taught me to believe in myself. If you're learning English, or if you're trying something new, I want to tell you this. You can do it. 1 word at a time, 1 day at a time. You're not alone. keep going. Your story is important. What did you think of Sofia's story? Did it inspire you? Have you ever moved to a new place or learned something new? Share your story in the comments. We'd love to hear it. If you liked this story, please share it with a friend. Subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss the next story. Thank you for reading. Live your story.